It's a man's world. I'm not sure if I need to move this microphone or not. I am so excited about this month in general, this live today. Oh, the stupid thing they got going on here, the customized, blah, blah, blah. Got it. I don't know why they throw that in the way, especially because we're already live. So that's like really annoying. Anyway, I'm Julie Turner, julieturner.ca, and I am super grateful to be here with you guys today. Thank you for everyone as you come on. I am really, really grateful when you come watch me, I'm just saying. And especially a really, really big thank you to Monica Spankles Hawkins. She's going to be moderating for me today again, which is so brilliant that she does that for me. I am super, super grateful. So thank you, Monica. That's it makes my life so much easier. And she throws up websites. Speaking of websites, my new website is up, julieturner.ca, but my new website is up. And I am really, really excited about the fact that it actually reflects who I feel I truly am. So thank you to Darcy Chorley, who put that website together for me. It was very painstaking, but it's well worth it. So go check it out, please. So I am going to do a little bit of yammering on for a moment or two, and then I will get to the comments. So if I'm not answering your question right away, that is why. I will get to them all. I absolutely promise you. So, is it a man's world? Is the question. And very much tongue in cheek on that one. Everything that I'm doing in the month of March is all based around men. So, why I'm doing that is because I truly believe that we need more things that are focused on supporting men and on respecting men and appreciating men. And honestly, I think that we're failing a little bit as a society when it comes to that. It's men are very confused as to how they're supposed to act and behave. If they act like what's natural to them, then they get yelled at half the time. And if they are sensitive and lovely, as we repeatedly, not we, others, not me, um, ask them to be, then their emotions get negated anyways. I just want people to show up as it's true to them, if that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. I'm speaking English. I want everyone out there. So yes, we are going to talk about men significantly today, but I want everyone out there to drop the mask, literally and figuratively, drop the mask and actually show us who you really, really are. It is so difficult to spend our lives acting as someone else. We put these personas on because we think they're going to be more acceptable to the general population or to our families or whoever it is that we're doing this for. But the fact is that it's not more acceptable to us. And that's the important thing. I actually watched it was some type of YouTube video, and it was Matthew McConaughey. And he said, as selfish as this is going to sound, when I do things that's best for me, it ends up best for everyone, like in his family. And then honestly, we need to like expand that. When we do what's best for us, it ends up being best for our community because we have better people in our community when we do what's best for us. Now, I'm not talking like, you know, being opportunistic or anything like that, but I'm talking about when we have a need, and if we don't respect that, it's not going to be best for anyone involved. So I'm just going to take a quick peek at the comments, and then I'm going to move on to the actual topic at hand. Like I said, please go check out my website. Everything's going to be about men. Um, Hello to everyone that's popping on so far. So, guys that are on here right now, I would really, really, really appreciate feedback on this. As I said, the feedback that I've gotten so far is that men really just don't know how they're supposed to show up. They don't know what their role is generally in society anymore. And I think that that's sad. I think that we need to really appreciate men for how they show up uniquely in the world. We talk of equality all the time. We're always talking about women's equality. And yes, that is important to have equal opportunity, but women and men are not equal. We need to stop believing that there is some kind of equal ground where we're all just going to become this androgynous society. Who the hell wants that? I want men to be men and women can be women, and you have your behaviors that are unique to you and that doesn't make you masculine or feminine. Just show up as you truly can, as you truly should. I'm standing today. I do love standing because then I can move around and that's fun for me. So, I would love to see comments on what you guys think. And ladies, if you're out there and you're willing to be honest, that you'd actually like to have men show up exactly as is true to their nature. And sometimes we got to put up with some stuff that's a little uncomfortable for us women. We're a little sensitive sometimes, but we do love men being men. And that's just the way it is. Um, Again, that does not mean abusive. That does not mean aggressive. All these things that sometimes we label as toxic masculinity, that's not masculinity. That's simply toxic. Nobody wants toxic, but we do want masculinity. So this whole month is talking to and about men, and I'm really, really thank you for posting that Matthew McConaughey thing. Um, yes, good afternoon from Auckland as well. If you guys want to tell me where you're from, that would be super awesome. I never ask you guys that. Uh, where you're listening from, where you're viewing from, and if you're seeing this in the replay, I still want to hear from you. I still want to know what's going on for you. Now, it is March, Man Month, according to me. And it's also like the energy has shifted. It is March 3rd right now. And I don't know about you guys, but I felt a huge energy shift when March came in. And it is a number 8 month in numerology. And what that means is material success. So, success of this world, not emotional necessarily, but material success. It just means forward movement. And oh my goodness, I don't know if you guys have been watching, but all over the states, so far 16 governors have dropped, apparently. I can't really believe the news, but I'm just going to repeat what I've read, not necessarily what I know. So I apologize. 16 governors so far have dropped all of the restrictions in their states because there wasn't actually proof of a state of emergency. So that's fascinating, isn't it? I'm really excited about that. Like, I'm overwhelmingly excited about that. And I try really hard to be like diplomatic about that kind of stuff. But, I'm really tired of not showing up as me. So I'm not diplomatic about it. I can't wait till this crap ends. All right. Yes, show up as we are. The same. I look the same standing and sitting. Yes, yes, I do. And I've noticed the top of my head's cut off. That's so sad. That's so sad. The top of my head is cut off. From Winnipeg, awesome. My hometown. I actually grew up in a small town close to Winnipeg, but I went to high school with David. So hello, hello from the past. That's awesome. Trudy from Auckland is tuning in from the future, and David from the past. So that's really cool. I feel like Scrooge right now. Does that make sense? Should I feel like Scrooge? I probably shouldn't feel like Scrooge. All right. So 8 month in numerology. It's all about success. It's all about forward movement. Super excited about that in general. And it leads into a 9 month, and 9 is all about endings and then beginnings. So, all exciting things. I got to tell you guys a story because none of you are asking me questions. So, I'm going to tell you stories instead. People are all different. Absolutely. People are all different. And there is equality. Again, equal opportunity is very different than all of us being exactly equal. I'm 5'2" and about 110 pounds. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to do most of the things that men do. Nope, that's not what I want. I'm not equal in strength, but I'm better in some things than some men. Anyway, I don't need to go off on that tangent. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Can you please pull a card? Yes, thank you, Monica. That's so funny because I'm like, men need a card for Man Month. But first, I'm going to tell a story that Monica will love because this is all about Monica, apparently. I tried to make a video, and what I really, really want to support you guys on is when and if, because I'm doing a dating one-on-one course, and it's gone really, really well and gotten a lot of interesting attention. So I'm really excited about that. And if you're interested in hearing more about learning a lot more about your dating life, and this isn't just people that are single, because people that are in relationships need to remember that they need to continue to date. They need to continue to be curious about their partner. And, certain people want to date other people. I'm not here to judge. Anyway, so my plan was I'm going to make a video that helps people with their online profile. Wow. It was a little bit of a train wreck. It just got personal because I have started online dating. So I just kind of ranted about some of the profiles out there and talked about cats versus dogs, among other things that hella entertaining. And I was very entertained while making the video. However, probably not very educational. If you desperately want to see it, I'll send you snippets, but I don't think I'll post it on my YouTube channel because, again, not very educational unless you want to learn way too much about me. So, yes, it was absolutely really funny. I will draw a card for Man Month. I also want to tell you guys, I've got a big, exciting thing coming up. It's not going to be happening till March 15th, though, so I'm just going to give you like a snapshot. I have taken on an advisory role on a new app, and this app is going to be really, really exciting. It literally encompasses all of the things I'm passionate about. I am so excited about being part of this app, and this, without question, the introductory offer on this app is going to be so awesome for so many people, and I'm grateful that I got to be part of this. So, where are my cards? What kind of cards are we going to draw today? Should we do the Muse? Ooh, you know what? I'm not going to do the Muse because the Muse is actually a very feminine deck. Not that, that matters specifically, but I'm going to do a guidance card for you guys. And this is for everyone, not just men, but this is for Man Month. And don't worry, ladies, there will be a month for you as well. April is change month, though, so just be aware of that. Now, my podcast, Real Talk with Julie Turner, julieturner.ca, is also, I think most of the interviews, I interviewed one, Dr. Melissa is going to be back this month, and she's going to be talking about what men's health. So I'm really excited for you guys to hear that. It's already been recorded, so I know exactly what she's going to say. Spoiler alert. Let's see. What do we need to know for Man Month? I'm trying not to throw my cards on the floor, but I think I just need to be natural here. What do we need to know for Man Month? Oh, okay. Okay, this is actually a really good one for Man Month. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's called Lady of the Gift. So this card actually speaks to how important giving is. So the basis of this card is all about, I don't know if you know what tithing is. Tithing is actually, it still happens today, but it used to be that you gave 10% of everything to the church. So you gave in a very charitable way. But this card is actually a reminder to only give 10% away. So many of us are just so proud of being givers. So proud. And I've definitely been caught in that. I'm just like, give till you are depleted. It doesn't matter. Don't bother filling your own cup. Don't bother getting your needs met. Just give, because giving's good. But we have to learn how to receive. And holy crap, men need to learn how to receive. So maybe that's why this card was drawn for Man Month. We all need to learn a little bit more of that. But traditionally, men are doers. They do things. They fix things. They fix, whether it's a physical thing, they want to go do something. They are the planners, they are analytical. And again, I'm generalizing. But they have to remember that they actually have to stop and take care of themselves and receive once in a while. So that is a brilliant card. And thank you for reminding me to do that, Monica, because I'm not always so great at remembering. All right. Please pull a card for you. Yes, absolutely. And happy birthday. Kate, I think I want to draw from my other deck, though. Let's see. Okay. Yes, send a snippet. Oh my goodness, that video, I'm telling you, such a train wreck. So much fun though. Okay, so whose birthday is? Oh, it's Nino's birthday. You are a Pisces. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Two cards like literally leapt out. This one's on the top. And what this one says, I don't know if you can see that, it's the 10 of Inspiration. This is all about carrying burdens. Probably across the top of your back, right across here right now. You probably often have tension in there, and many people do, arguably. But it's all about carrying responsibility that's not yours. So for your birthday gift to yourself should be dropping other people's responsibility. I don't know why I can't hold that straight today. Dropping other people's burdens. You're carrying things that are historically burdens. You're carrying things like, oh, I have to support this person, I have to help this person. Probably, I'm going to guess, when people talk to you and they tell you about what's going on in their life, you feel the need to help them, support them, fix it. And sometimes people just want you to listen. That's one side. But I just need you to know that you don't need to carry anybody else's burdens, not even your own past burdens. Like, draw a line in the sand and step over that freaking line and drop the burdens that you've been carrying. Okay. And then the next card that hopped out is the Ace of Emotions. And this card speaks to new beginnings. And it's the emotions, which is your cups, which is usually about relationship. So there's a new relationship coming, and I don't know if you're in a relationship right now or not. I feel like this is a new relationship that's coming that's like, it's about support. I don't feel like necessarily is it romantic, although it feels warm. I feel warmth. So it will be like a closer relationship, but there's a new relationship that's really going to be supportive, helpful for you coming. And again, I don't know if it's romantic or not, but there's warmth. I feel warmth with it. Hopefully that was helpful. All right. Send a snippet. You're holding my attention. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Yes, men do love to rescue. And a lot of us, a lot of people have that energy of rescue. Like, I actually did a video a long time ago entitled, What Did I Ever Do Without You? And it was speaking to men and like, you don't need to rescue women at all times, right? Sometimes women just want to talk. Sometimes people just want to talk. All right. I would like to have a card too. Ooh, advice for success. Well, it is success month. It is literally success month. Again, I don't know if you guys felt it or not, but the energy significantly shifted on March 1st. And like the beginning of next week is like there's going to be this tipping point where the energy shifted at the beginning of the month, and at the beginning of next week, it's like you're at the edge of the cliff and you're like, just go, just drop, like allow yourself to drop. So many of us are like, no, it's scary, there's scary things at the bottom of that cliff, but you don't freaking know what's at the bottom of that cliff, and you need to just find out. You need to find out what's coming. Okay. Let me just get a card for Michael here. Advice on success. Oh, I'm just supposed to cut the deck for you, apparently. Ooh, ha, perfect. This is awesome advice on success. So some of you, this will resonate with you as well, but without question, this one's for you, Michael. This is the Dragon's Duel. And some of you have heard of it before as maybe the two wolves is the story that's often told. But what this is about is you have two dragons. This is a dragon, like you can see that there's a head at the top and there's a head at the bottom, and it's a darker dragon and a lighter dragon. And whichever one you choose to feed is the one that is going to succeed. So if you choose to feed your fears will succeed. If you choose to feed your opportunity, your curiosity, your power, then that is what will succeed. But all too often, within our own selves as well as in society, we feed the fear. It's actually criminal, literally criminal, how much we feed the fear. It keeps us so stuck. So it sounds simple, and it's a work in progress, but you need to start feeding your curiosity. Think of it that way. I love looking at the difference between survival mode and thriving mode. As when you're in survival mode, you have a lot of fear, and you're always like looking around the corner, like what's coming next, what's coming next. And when you're in thrive mode, you're like, what's coming next? You get curious about your life. That's what we need to do, is get some curiosity going on. So hopefully that was helpful. Then watching. Sorry, I should be reading out loud so that you guys can see that instead of, I guess that makes sense, right? You guys probably are watching me instead of watching the feed. Is there anything that you'd like to talk about, do with Man's World? I love questions, comments, and cries of outrage. She is very correct about that. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. Very helpful. Awesome. Yeah, I really feel like there's a little bit of burden going on that you don't need. Yes, off the charts, my company, my kids, physically. Got it. Awesome. Will I find true love, and will I ever be happy with my financial situation? Again, the dragon that you choose to feed. True love is a tough one. Most of us don't actually know what true love is. There's unconditional love and there's true love. And I need you to think of love as a verb. I need you all to think of love as a verb. All too often, we think that love is a place that we land. It's like, oh my goodness, look, I found love. Yay, I'm just going to hang it over here with love. That's not how it works. Love is a verb, and you have to choose love over and over and over again. But what you do need is you need to look for companionship. We want chemistry as well. Like, absolutely, you need to be attracted to your mate. But we need compatibility, and then we need to choose love. So when you have compatibility and some chemistry, and you choose to love that person. Now, again, work in progress. Switching your mindset from love is this place that's going to, like, you're going to arrive at, or it's going to be, love dust is going to be sprinkled on you, changing from that energy, that Disney energy, to I am going to choose love every day with every person that I run into. The more love you put out, the more love you get. The more, and the fact is that you cannot feel other people's emotions. You can only feel your emotions. So if you're loving, if you're actively loving, then you feel love. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I will draw a card for you anyway, Trevor, but that is just something for you to think about. And all of you guys that are listening right now, I love having conversations. If you have questions, if there's something that you're like, I don't really want to put this here, then I'm happy to have a private conversation with you. It's literally my mandate to especially help men. I know that sounds weird, but it's like literally my goal to help men understand and be open with themselves, understand who they are. I was just talking to somebody just before I got on here, and we were talking about labels. So most of us have all these labels. And the fact is that even if we think, so for example, if I describe myself as a perfectionist and strong and outgoing, those are all just judgments. Those aren't actually descriptions of me. The description of me is I'm blonde, I'm female, I live in White Rock. That is factual. That is a description of me. Everything else is a behavior that I choose to employ. So we have all of these labels that we put on ourselves, and men, just like women, do that, and then they actually fall into believing those labels. And then they believe they have to live under those labels. And whether they're positive or negative, you don't have to live under them. You can choose to employ them or not. All right. Oh, hopefully you were listening, Trevor, because apparently you need to pay attention to the dragon as well. 44 cards in the deck, got the same one. That's a big message for you guys out there right now, apparently, is that you need to feed what you want to survive. So feed what you want to survive. Now, are you going to find true love? Yes, absolutely. If you're aware what true love is. Now, unconditional love is a different animal. Unconditional love is something that you give to yourself. And if you don't give unconditional love to yourself, you cannot give it to anyone else. If you have conditions on how you feel about yourself. So for example, if you feel, oh, I can't believe I did that, I'm such a failure. If you have that kind of inner voice, that's not unconditional love. So what you need to do is go, oh, well, today sucked. Moving on to tomorrow. Like, you're good no matter what happens. You need to know that you're good no matter what happens. And you have to be good with yourself no matter what happens. And if you're not in that energy, you don't have unconditional love. And then moving forward, you cannot give unconditional love. And true love, yes, love is a verb, but true love is unconditional love. So even if that person shows up kind of messy and crappy that day, you don't stonewall them. You don't criticize them. Stonewalling, criticizing, guilt, fear, absolutely all those things kill any relationship when they step in. Stonewalling is when you ignore the person, you're not talking to them, whether it's via text or you're literally pouting, and they're trying to get your attention. You're like, nope, not interested, or you answer in one word sentences. Not acceptable behavior. That's just never going to get you anywhere good in a relationship. Yeah, same card. Interesting. Financial situation. Again, that's kind of a choice. So all of these things that we're being really, really challenged with right now in our society, a lot of them are man-made constructs. And our financial system is a man-made construct. We have literally, especially like Trevor, I think you're about my age. Trevor is also from Manitoba, where I'm from. I don't know. I don't think you live there anymore. But that's where you're from originally. And I know we're about the same age. So literally our whole lives, we've been fed this line of BS that we need the bigger house, the nicer car, keep up with the Joneses, all that kind of stuff. It's all 100% BS. None of that gives you happiness. Never has, never will. Some of the richest people in the world are the most nasty, miserable people in the world. I won't even go into that topic about nasty rich people right now, because that's another topic for another day. But just know that maybe it's not that your financial situation, and I don't know your financial situation, but I feel like often we are, no matter where we get to, we're going to try and stretch for more. And more success is not a bad thing. It depends on what your visual of success is. And maybe that's another thing to look at. I remember I work with a lot of people, and I use a lot of hypnosis. And people come in and they're like, I am not being successful. I'm procrastinating. This is happening. That's happening. And the first thing I do with them is I do a visualization to see what success is to them. And it's never freaking money. It's never a bigger house. It's never the things you think. It is always emotional connection, peace, and I mean inner peace, sense of worth. All those things are far more important. Now, yes, we have to pay our bills, and sometimes we have things that we've already put our name to, and we just need to continue. Um, but I'm just saying that that is not where you're going to find your true success, right? Um, Money can be a way to be able to support more people, i.e., give to charity, maybe even start a charity, that kind of thing. I'm not saying money's bad. Money's certainly not bad. It's a necessary evil. It just shouldn't be our end game. Like, those that die with the most money in their bank account don't win. They don't win anything. There's no prize for that. You're still dead, and the money's in your bank account. So bravo. All right. Any other questions? Let's see, what else do we got here? All right. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I'm actually late for an appointment. So that's funny. Hopefully, hopefully my client's watching and going, okay, get off of live now. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed my lives. Please let me know if you have. I was a little bit scattered today. I wanted to talk about specifically what's going on with Man Month, and we kind of went on to card readings, which brilliant, love them, good. If anybody else wants a card reading, please reach out. I'll definitely do a single card reading through Messenger for you anytime. That's not a problem. Um, don't forget Dating 101. Check out my new website, julieturner.ca. Really happy with my new website, so I'm super excited about that. Just check that out, and it pretty much tells you everything about what I'm doing. It shows you my podcast, it shows you my YouTube channel. Really, really appreciate if you like, subscribe, whatever it is you want to do on whatever platform it is. I do really, really appreciate that, because I don't want to feel like I'm just here talking to myself for no reason. Um, if you want to work with her, she can be contacted. Yes, I can. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trudy, as well. Uh, right, 31 years. Holy moly. That's right. I thought you were the same age as my sister. Um, 31 years. I'll have to come see you in Kelowna. I haven't been to Kelowna in a while. It's time for a drive. And I know that Monica needs to go for a drive. So heading to Kelowna to read more cards. All right, guys. I don't know why I picked that up and put that down, but I did. I'm going to pick it up again because I am going to run. If nobody else has anything they need to say to me, thank you, everyone, so very much. I will be back next week. If you guys want a card, then join me live at 5 PST, and have a great night. Thank you for your time. Bye for now.